Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, that was just my little test. Welcome back to the stream. We are back. What day is today? Wednesday. Took Tuesday off. Don't stream on Tuesdays. I forgot about that, so sorry, because I actually told you guys I was going to stream on Monday. I said I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, I actually meant Wednesday. So let's take a look at what we got going on today. I am a little bit short biased currently because I am in a short position and it's not loading because I don't have the tab open. That reminds me, I got to switch my tabs on my second monitor here. Give me 1 second. We are currently short. I'm just setting up some things here. Oh, okay. Well, that's looking nice now. Good start to the stream there. So we are taking a short. We have already taken a short position, and we are kind of hitting targets right now as we speak, which I hate when I start streaming and I have to start making important decisions because it never really works out. Even though this is a decently small position size, this is over on Bitunix. Yeah, so now I'm in the middle of streaming and I can't think straight if I want to close this here or not. Let me think about this for a second. Give me 1 second. Let's see what we got going on here because now we're hitting the news lows. All right, go on TradingView here. So my target really for this trade, at least my break-even point, I'm definitely going to go to break-even here because this could now really turn around. My break-even point and area where I would consider taking profit is basically just the lows of this candle here. Why? Okay. It's because we had news come out. As you can tell from that monstrosity of a candle, we had news come out at, what was it, 8:30, which I think it was inflation data. The inflation data was good. People were not as inflated as we expected, so naturally the markets had a decent reaction to that. And usually, if you pay attention, what ends up happening is whenever we get a massive spike like this caused by news, we come all the way back down to the lows, right? It's always a trap. You get people that start buying because of the news, and then they all get absolutely destroyed as price comes right back down to where it started. It happens almost every single time. And so the reason why I got short is because with all of the short or sell pressure that we've been seeing, I kind of figured that this news pump was not going to last. All right, and also take a look at price action. Okay, if we take a look at something like the 15-minute time frame, all right, we're hitting up against this 113 extension, which is usually a sign of a potential fake breakout, and we are also sweeping these previous strong highs here. Okay. So that's why I was kind of short biased in the morning and still sort of am. I'm not sure if I would like to buy this because I could see this coming back down and even going to these lows. We still have news coming out around 9:45 today. I'm not sure how important it is. We go to Forex Factory, we can see 9:45. It's Canada news, BOC rate statement and overnight rate. And then at 10:30 we have BOC press conference. To be honest, I don't know how significant those things are. Maybe you guys can enlighten me. But we've seen news, any news, big or small, really push the markets lately. So who knows what's going to happen? All I know is that I am short again on Bitunix, and just going to wait this out. Probably try to hold this for as long as I can, given again all of the selling pressure that we've seen in the last few days. All right, we've just seen continuous selling whenever we get some sort of pop. It doesn't really last too long, especially on the NQ. Okay, so this is my Bitcoin trade. Again, on Bitunix, link in the description if you want to use them for trading. Their data is very nice. You should have seen when the news came out. This thing was moving like every millisecond. It was every tick. It was pretty crazy. And you do get some sign-up bonuses You guys know the gist. You get the sign-up bonuses, the trade bonuses, blah, 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 blah. Now, NASDAQ, I haven't really taken a look at, and I also haven't taken a look at the YouTube chat. So let me say hi to you guys. Colin, what's up? I saw your comment, or you were first to comment, so I pinned your comment. I think we can make that a new tradition. Whoever's first to comment on the stream can get their comment pinned. How much is the probability of Bitcoin hitting 78,000 and then bull run? Where's 78,000 here? Well, that's quite down there, isn't it? Is that below the current lows? No, 78,000. It's like this low right here. It's possible. I don't know. I'm not really thinking long term right now. We are day trading live. So can't really give you an answer there. Why? Hey, Musica. Shout out Musica. Why AI says yes, market sentiment is extreme fear last time I checked. Yep. That makes sense to me. We can see it in the price action. So again, here it, that is my Funder FX. No trades there. Here is my trade currently on a BitUnex. Let's zoom in a little bit. Make that look nice for you guys. So we kind of took out these lows here, the data lows, but we didn't really see much of a bounce from that. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this for as long as I can. Like I said, I'll put my stop loss break even, and we'll try to target these lows down in here. And in fact, if we take a look at the trading view again, there is that ABCD pattern as well that brings us back down to these lows here. So I think it's wise to hold. Do I look pink today? I feel like I look a little pink. Why do I look like I have a red hue on me? All right, coffee time. Let's watch this trade. I'll go over back to BitUnex. This coffee's piping hot. Ow. By the way, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Hopefully this doesn't end up being in a break-even trade. I'm tired of taking break-even trades on stream. I'm pretty confident in this one, though. Oh my gosh. I'm jinxing it. I do the same thing every stream. Oh, I gotta turn my fan on. That's why this coffee's so hot. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay, not liking the look of this. Here we go. Break-even trade. Here we go. So if we take a look, we are still struggling to get below these data lows. The candle that caused this big spike over here. And let's take a look at the extensions. Nah, I'm not too worried. No need to panic yet. Obviously, already at a break even on BitUnex, so no real need to panic. But I would like to actually start getting some nice wins. Market is about to open here. So I'll probably go over and check out NASDAQ. Going over to NASDAQ here. Data is not looking quite as good. Uh-oh. NASDAQ is starting to pump towards opening bell, which means Bitcoin might have some strength here. May just lock in profit on my BitUnex trade before market opens. Especially with inflation data being good, maybe when the market opens, there could be that little second burst of optimism. Let's see here. 928. NASDAQ has as usual, also a little bit overextended to the upside. Look at the daily chart on NASDAQ. You can see we've been pretty much doing the same thing over and over again. Kind of have big down days, and then a little bit of a green day, and then big down days, a little bit of a green day, big down days, green days. And now we're kind of breaking the pattern a little bit here. Actually, no, we're not, because we saw this similar thing happen here, where we kind of took a two-day pause, and then continued lower. So I'm also short bias on NASDAQ today, probably. Not really in any trades on NASDAQ as I am on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's coming back down lower. Looks like it wants to go down to that ABCD pattern, which is nice. We have news coming out 9:45, and NASDAQ is 1 minute away from opening. Let's see what happens here. I might start trailing my stop loss above these little highs here. We'll see. We'll see when the market opens what happens. I'll probably just manually get out of it, if anything, so that my stop isn't hit from just crazy price action. Wicking around. All right, let's see here. NASDAQ, what are you going to do? Market is about to open. We need a... Oh. A little bit of a sell-off right as market opens. Not too unusual for NASDAQ to sell off and then reverse, though. So let's watch here. Let's actually go over on BitUnex, because you can see how quick the data is going to start moving. I'm just going to get out of this trade. We'll close that out and refresh for the market open. I'm not getting good vibes here for a short trade. Price action has stalled a little bit on the way down, which shows weakness. So we just closed that trade there. Fine with it. Quick trade. Wasn't even while the market was open. And now we will wait a little bit here and reassess. The market open always shakes me out, unfortunately. So hopefully this is not the case. NASDAQ moving higher. So yeah, that 1 minute downside candle is just a little bit of a fake out. Bitcoin moving higher. So yeah, okay. I mean, looks like this uptrend is still holding on. Gotta add my text so I don't have to beg for it on stream over and over again. Alright, so we got one short trade in. If this thing comes back up here, I may still be considering a short. Again, I might be a little short bias today. Usually I'm long bias, but this trend is pretty far extended. Let's take a look back on NASDAQ. NASDAQ definitely a little bit, again, overextended. We got a little bit of like an Elliott wave thing going on. Not many strong pullbacks on the 5-minute time frame. NASDAQ could be an interesting short. We never even hit below these lows, the data lows, and we are overextended. RSI, don't usually use RSI too much, but sometimes I use it to help judge if something is overextended. And RSI is about to go overbought, so that's good knowledge to have. May consider shorts above these highs here. Let's check on Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? Hello? Bitcoin not moving quite as strongly as the NASDAQ. You may get a lower low, lower high. NASDAQ still moving higher here. No, don't start going over now. Let's see, that's an 886. This is probably an equivalent move higher. Yeah, a little bit of an ABCD pattern going on over there. We're up 1.86% on NASDAQ. Why is my computer being slow? Come on, this is not the time. Come on. Take a look at the daily chart. Get that. That's a 61.8 that we're bumping up against right now. Please, what is going on? My computer is not slow. All right. This is tempting to short, but my gut is saying wait for these highs. Dirty says, hey bro, remember a couple days ago I was calling for 75,500. I was awfully close. Good news is we finally filled that pesky CME gap completely. Smash the likes. Yes, smash that like button. Thank you. And yes, I do remember. Yeah, that was crazy. That was quite the move lower. Not anticipated, but so right now we're looking at the NQ, looking for shorts. Currently, oh my god, I almost just spilled my coffee everywhere. Currently bumping up against a little equivalent move higher. I need to mute my freaking Telegram. So that's why we're kind of stalling out a little bit here. Man, this is so tempting to short, but patience is king. Let's see. Ooh, RSI is showing pretty good signs of rolling over here. Oh my gosh. I'm hesitant. What are you guys doing? What are you guys trading today? The usual Bitcoin, NASDAQ, Bitcoin. All right, 9:45. We have news, some economic data from Canada. Oh my God, there goes the move. Should have taken it. Should have, would have, could have. Now this thing has the potential to come all the way back down to here. Oh, we reversing back up. If we come back up to here, I'm still staying out of it. I'm waiting for these highs. Patience, patience, patience. This little area here. Bitcoin still just hovering under and above those data lows at 830. So not much to do there. NASDAQ's definitely more interesting now. Let's see. NASDAQ up 1.86%. If we take a fib from this move, watch, we are bouncing at the 61.8 right here. That's where we're sitting at right now. Oh, that's kind of where we're rejecting on those small time frame there. Still gonna wait though. Still gonna wait. Make that a little brighter. Alright, NQ just put in a high volume candle after taking out these highs. Come on, what are you gonna do? News at 9:45 right here. Guess we should probably wait for that to come out. Chop, chop, chop. Come on. Just a wee bit higher. Oh, man. Don't tell me I'm missing this. This could literally dump all the way back down to here. Back down to 19,580. 0.6%. Let's check Bitcoin. Bitcoin's kind of just doing nothing. Both Bitcoin and NASDAQ a little overextended to the upside, so a little bit short bias today. Oh my goodness. We had it. Just patience did not pay off this time. It caused us to miss it, but that's okay. Better to miss it than to take a trade that you're not fully confident in. I just wanted a little better pricing. All right, news about to come out here, 9:45. I'm glad I got out of my short Bitcoin trade there. Got a pretty good fill down in here. All right, so there's some news coming out now. Not sure how it's going to affect the market. It's Canada news. Guess we'll see. Oh, yep. There's the increase in volatility. Whole market just screaming, no. Everybody, should I curse on stream? Is that very professional of me? I don't even know. Does YouTube even allow that? I'm sorry. I thought this was America. To my 2 viewers. Hey, Dad. Me and my dad watching this. All right, so now we're starting to see a little bit of a breakdown in price action. All right, the lows are getting closer to one another, right? This is projection, or not projection, pullbacks. The pullbacks are getting more tightly bound, right? So we're getting deeper pullbacks. We're not making that too strong of highs. We have an ABCD pattern that basically was the top of this move here. So we also have equal lows there pretty much on NQ. Again, we're looking at NQ right now. So still looking bearish. Oh, man. Just missed this trade, unfortunately. So the question is this green day going to hold? Is NASDAQ's green day going to hold, or are we going to start selling off again? Personally, feels like we still need a little bit of a cleanse, a little bit of a move lower before we go higher, which is why we're short bias. Again, trend is quite oversold. You can see we have had pretty much no real strong pullbacks. So we're due for one, and nothing like some news to artificially pump price up to then bring it back down. All right. Well, if I was paying more attention, I probably should have shorted the pop here and then just risked off of these highs. That would have been nice, but again, hindsight trading is not real trading, so it don't matter. And there's the freaking move, man. Oh my god. We were frothing at the mouth here for potential short, and I just said I wanted to wait a little bit higher. Whether that's greedence or greedence. Whether that's greed or discipline, I don't know. And that is a big volume candle. So targets again are down below the news lows, which is 19,589-ish. And Bitcoin is, yep. Oh my goodness, guys. They're classic me taking profits a little too early. That's all right. So Bitcoin down, probably going to take out these lows here. Looks like the news is over with. Took markets lower. So now it's a little bit of a tougher trade because we're not at an extreme. I usually like to kind of trade the, trade the lows or trade the highs. But now we're right kind of in the middle of all this. So it's a little difficult. But if we just zoom out a little bit, this is looking like some pretty strong reversal price action. If you just get rid of the drawings, right? It's almost like a little bit of a double top. Maybe get a bounce back up to this area here. A little bit of a head and shoulders kind of thing going on. Well, there is a little bit of a reversal. That's interesting. Bitcoin also reversing a little bit. I believe this is an ABCD pattern on Bitcoin. This little line that I marked here. So that's an equivalent move lower that just completed. Like this. Yeah. So we got the ABCD going on here. Acting as a little bit of support. And then we also have a demand level in here as well. Demand on Bitcoin. This could be a decent little bounce trade, but again, I am short bias right now on both Bitcoin and Nasdaq. I think both of them are a little bit overbought. Let's see here. Bouncing at the 382 now. Let's clean up this chart a little bit. Those ABCD patterns, man. As much as they sound like witchcraft and silly astrology for men. I mean, look. I mean, we were talking about it ahead of time. We said ABCD pattern completion. Price is stalling there. We're overextended on the day. High volume candles were formed. I just didn't pull the trigger because I wanted better pricing. I wanted to get above these highs first. But, man, sometimes you got to trust the pattern. You got to trust the levels. Trust your analysis, I guess. What do you think about Polygon? I got a huge bag from last cycle, and I can't bring myself to dump it at 35% loss. I'm sorry, but I don't really look at these coins. I don't really trade them. I don't look at them, so I can't really. I would have to probably spend, you know. Oh, what just happened? What did we just miss? 952. Right back into our zone. And it's gone. And it's gone. Damn, what just happened? Am I missing something? Is there news? Forex Factory, no news. No news that I can see. Alright, random little volatility there, I guess. Hey SC, hey Block Hustle, Forex. You're long Vine. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't look at altcoins. I just trade the Bitcoin futures on Bitfinex, and I trade the indices futures on FundYourFX. So I don't really look at these coins. I'm so sorry. But hey, I mean, Bitcoin is correlated to all of it, isn't it? So I guess you could use some analysis on Bitcoin to try to gauge Vine or Polygon. I'm still short bias on the day, and it would have been quite nice to have a limit order sitting there, but missed it again, I guess. But that's okay. It's part of trading. Remain calm. Getting a little bit of a cold. Are you guys getting sick? Is there something going around? Because I'm getting a little sick, and when I get sick, it's bad. And why do I look pink? I swear I look pink. Do I not have a red hue on me? I'm usually more white than this. As shocking as that may sound. Why am I pink? Let me see something. Oh, it's the white balance. Boom. There we go. Back to being as white as ever. There we go. My natural glow. All right, NASDAQ. Look at that. Right into our zone and away. That sucks. I mean, no way to have anticipated a move like that. Oh my gosh, we did get a Bitcoin trade in, so that's nice. Ooh, look at Bitcoin, even lower, back below these lows like we said. That's not too surprising. So now I might start flipping my bias a little bit if we start getting too overextended. It would have been nice to have held all of my short position up here, but it is what it is. And NASDAQ moving lower now. Gosh darn it. At least we were right on the bias. The short bias. At least we were right there. Got a small trade on Bitcoin on Bitfinex. Small, like $300 trade, I believe it was. Short. Man, wish I was going in way heavier now. But it is what it is. Wishful thinking. Block Hustle Forex says he's currently long Vine. Well, Bitcoin just dropped a little bit, so I hope you're okay. I don't even know what Vine is. What is Vine? Vine USDT. Oh, well, Vine's going up. And I guess since I looked at Vine, I'll have to do Polygon. What is Polygon's ticker symbol? I forget. Polygon. Oh, Matic, yes. Let's take a look here. Oh, that's not good. Matic. Where's Binance data? Hello? Wait. I can't. Am I tripping? Am I tripping, dog? I can't, I don't know what the, what is the frickin', where do I get data for this? Matic USDT. Kraken. Okay, I'm giving up. Sorry, sometimes I'm a little stupid. Not sure what happens there. Not sure how to get the data for that. All right, NASDAQ coming down and reaching its data lows, which is what we were anticipating all along. Bitcoin obviously just taking a dump. Probably should reanalyze Bitcoin now. Got to recenter my like begging. All right, so Bitcoin, we're probably going to redo a little analysis here. Let me just gather my thoughts for a second. Because now it's a little hard to stay short bias, because now this is becoming a little overextended down. But to be honest, it could see a little bit of this. All right, like that wouldn't be too crazy. In fact, it would just be making a ginormous head and shoulders pattern. So now the analysis isn't as easy. It was way easier up here because this was clearly overextended. Up here, we had tons of confirmation of price slowing down up there. But now we're kind of in a tough spot. So let me clear my charts on Bitcoin. Let me just clear this. And we can clear this. Clear this. Whew. Okay. Oh gosh, here comes the yawning. So here's Bitcoin on a 5-minute time frame. We hit this 113 here. Let's take a fib retracement. Go from this low to this high. All right, now we're bouncing at the 618 of the most recent swing on the 5-minute time frame. So that's where we're getting a little bit of some relief. But honestly, guys, what was this retracement here? I mean, this still looks kind of bearish to me. If I had to take a guess, we did a 50% retracement here. Now we're at a 50% retracement here, but our new high is a little bit weak. Right? We only got to the 113 extension of the previous swing. This swing right here. Okay. So if I had to take a guess, it kind of seems like we're going to need to go a little bit lower and potentially take out these lows here. Which I hate to say it because I don't really want to still be short bias because now we're overextended to the downside. But long-term still seems, and not long-term, I mean this is 5-minute time frame, but longer intraday still seems a little bit bearish, and so I don't think I can comfortably be buying right here anywhere. Especially, I mean, we have these lows right here as well that we can easily tap into. So, still bearish. NASDAQ, let's see NASDAQ. NASDAQ can be a little bit more forgiving. NASDAQ looks like it tapped into this little area of demand right over here. And we're starting to see a bounce of that. This is on the 5-minute time frame. Oh, looks like we got 2 smash that like buttons. You know what that means, guys. Now you have to like the stream. NASDAQ, it's kind of the same idea as Bitcoin. It's not a strong new high here. And if we take a Fibonacci retracement from the most recent swing, which is going to look like this, we're currently just above the 382, and we bounced just above the 50. It still feels like it needs to go a little bit lower. Let's load up some moving averages. Oh my gosh, my computer is slow today, and that is not normal at all. Okay, I guess we won't look at moving averages. So here's that little area of demand created by news. Bitcoin, I don't really have too much analysis for any sort of trade. I don't really. It's kind of in the middle of like, it's too low to be shorting and it's too high to be buying. You know what I mean? Too high up on the chart to be buying, too low to be shorting. Thank you guys for smashing that like button. I see you guys coming in now. Good to see everyone, even though I can't see you, but it's good to see my camera. Oh. NASDAQ a little bit lower, breaching that demand low. High volume candle, a little bit of volatility coming in. And I think we have a little bit of news on at 10:30. Yeah, we have BOC press conference at 10:30, which is Canadian news. But who frickin' cares about Canada? No, we do. We do care about Canada. Oh! What is going on today with these just crazy spikes out of nowhere? I'm glad I'm not short now. That's scary to be in. So we're getting some volatility now. Okay, wow, look at that. So we just swept below this demand low and instantly saw a move higher. So let's see what we're doing here. Still short bias. Still short bias. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you're yawning because I'm yawning. I know it's contagious. Alright, little area of resistance is probably going to be between the 50 and the 61.8. A little bit of this area here. That's on NASDAQ. Bitcoin's still short bias. Bitcoin looks like it wants to take out these lows down in here. So obviously we have lots of momentum to the downside right now. And same on NASDAQ. NASDAQ into this little area of resistance. Not struggling too much. It's testing that 61.8 right now. Oh, no. Still moving. Oh. Alright, let's see what happens here. Quite the crazy volatility. Daily chart. We're back above yesterday's highs. Can we maintain that, though, is the golden question. little bit early for a short, I think. RSI just to check it out. Kind of in the middle of nowhere. I'll be patient again. I'm not going to rush into something again. Or not again, but I'm not going to rush into something just because I missed this little move here. And by little, I mean quite big, but quite average. Smash that like butt. Bitcoin looks like it wants to go lower, so NASDAQ usually follows suit. All right, still just hovering around this little area of resistance. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit of a dip followed by another move higher. And that second move higher is usually the one that is ripe for a short. So that's probably what I'm going to wait for a little bit. Just wait for, you know, this is what we call the first touch, the first wave. And it's usually a little bit early, trying to enter on these linear moves. Here's Bitcoin again, just taking a look here. Looks like we might have a little bit of a pattern going on here. Down at right there, actually. So this is what we call a bat pattern. I don't want to scare you guys with some more voodoo magic. But the completion point is right around here, and it has held up. This is usually a support. Kind of like an ABCD pattern. And so usually when you see this sort of bat pattern, it's an M shape, right? An M shape pattern that we've talked about in previous streams. Usually you get the 382 pullback. So Bitcoin actually looks like it might go up to the 382 here, in which case NASDAQ will likely also go a little bit higher, which is what we anticipated. So Bitcoin a little bit higher would be nice, and then that would bring NASDAQ up just a bit higher as well. Looks like NASDAQ just hit that previous little area of resistance and is getting destroyed. This little spot here. So you can see we wicked into that area and boom. So let's see if this sticks. Quite the move down. Bitcoin not following as strongly as the NASDAQ, not moving as strong. Oh, wow. All right. All right. Okay, let's see now. This is a little bit tough price action because I don't really like trading in the middle of a range like this. We're kind of just zigzagging all over the place. But we can try. Right now we're probably bumping up against the 61.8. Yeah, the 50 to 61.8 of this move higher. So we're currently sitting there. I should probably make my stuff a little bit thicker. Like that. So you guys can see it. So there's that 50 bounce. And on the way up, we bounced at around the 61.8. So this is not too surprising to see. Again, you could see this little two-wave action. In fact, we might as well just put our ABCD pattern up there, which this one's a little bit big. It might put us, yeah, it puts us a little bit, no, right at the previous highs, the session highs, which could be interesting for sure. Could be interesting. If we can get there. Bitcoin has moved lower. All right, NASDAQ. I guess we are moving linearly today. Held this little area of demand. Looks like we want to come back into it now. And now if we zoom out, you can see that is some pretty strong topping pattern. That is a pretty strong top pattern. Oh man, missed it again, did we? All right, still moving lower. Barnacles. Looks like patience is not required today. Just short as soon as we get into our areas. And there it is, the level of demand again holding up as support a little bit. We'll get rid of this for now, clean up the chart. Any of you trading today? What are you guys doing? Just watching for fun, or are you in any trades? Come on, give me your trades. Let's see the trades. I'll show you my trades. It's only fair. I show you mine, you show me yours. I know Black Hustle's long Vine. Dirty is long Polygon, which I couldn't bring up for some reason. Couldn't find the data for it. I was short Bitcoin. Of course, I wish I held it now, but... Alright, wow. So Bitcoin came back down to these lows. Let's see. RSI's not oversold, so... Bitcoin does feel a little bit oversold, but I'm still overall, for the most part, short bias. Oh man, that is tempting though. This is tempting in this area for a long backup. Let's take a look at the daily chart, clear this thing off. Looks like we got up above yesterday's highs, failed to maintain above it, which is a little bit discouraging. So I will just remain on the sidelines for now. And NASDAQ is also kind of holding its area of support. Don't trust NASDAQ for longs at all, which technically means I shouldn't trust Bitcoin for longs either, because they're so correlated, even though they're completely different things. Well, I guess they're both tech. Grab it, we in a short bear market relief. I know. But it's a little early to be shorting for me. I wish we could have gone a little bit higher. Oh, you were saying grab it as in buy? Yeah, buying does sound a little bit better at this area, but still don't trust it. A little bit of a boring day. I wonder if anybody else is getting some good trades in today, or if it's boring. NASDAQ shorts would have been pretty hard to hold on to for the day. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a bounce on both Bitcoin and NASDAQ now. Ooh, this high volume candle, that was a nice little signal for a bottom there. Missed it though. It's okay. We said we don't trust it, so we don't trust it. Alright, Bitcoin going lower, NASDAQ staying about the same. This does look like some bottoming out price action now. We're getting tighter pullbacks, decreasing projection, distance between the lows, right? This right here. So this overall move lower could begin to weaken, which means NQ could begin to weaken on the downside as well. But NQ really looks like it could go lower. That's the issue. This does not look like the type of chart to go like, yoop. This looks like the type of chart to go like, yoop. But I guess we'll see. Let's see, RSI is making a little bit of an RSI divergence here. That's cool to see. A little bit of a divergence there. Price making lower lows, RSI making higher lows. I would probably like to see a sweep of this area on Bitcoin. What is this? 786, and then let me guess, 61.8 on the way down. Hello? 61.8. All right. Bitcoin is giving some indication of potentially slowing its descent. But I still... maybe I'm a little too patient today, but I just want... I still don't trust this fully. I want lower prices. NQ also just farting around in this area of demand. We're about to get some Canada news, the press conference. I'm not sure if that's going to really affect the market. We'll see. It's 10:30. I don't think we've been getting the 11:30 reversals as of late. Let me check yesterday. Yesterday we reversed at around 10:42 to the upside. So 10:42, yeah, it's 10:30 now. Let's check the day before that. We had a reversal at around 11. We had a little bit of a reversal, but overall continuation at 11:30. 11:30 was the reversal, actually. Okay, well, not really great data there. Not really anything too significant. All right, let's see here. Small green candles on Bitcoin. NASDAQ still holding that level. That's surprising. This is the 4th time we've tested it. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we come back down to that area, it might be the last time we hold that area. So far, it's actually holding. Surprising. Doesn't look like it wants to hold this area, but it is for now. Bitcoin also does not look like it wants to hold this area, but it is. I'm going to get rid of this for now. This is the area on Bitcoin that could be interesting. Got an ABCD pattern down in there. Some extensions. We got this big low over here, which could act as liquidity. NASDAQ is incredibly boring today. It was more fun during the open, but now we're doing nothing. All right, let's see. We're getting a move lower here. Oh man, slow price action. It's so slow, it's making me yawn. Come on, do something. Do something. Oh, there. Okay, there we go. We're getting our move lower. All right, Bitcoin. Okay, we don't want too much of a move lower. Calm down. All right, this is our zone. This is our zone. And NASDAQ is tanking. A little bit scary. Okay. Well, there goes that party. Or maybe not. Oh my god. Another day of dumping again, isn't it? Let's see what we got going on. This is going to need a bounce sooner or later. But you guys know me and entering too early and then having to scale in, and then it gets ugly. So I don't want to have that situation happen on Bitcoin. Not again. Not after that day we dropped 4%. That was tough. Big volume. Now that can be the sign of a bottom, but when you have that much volume and a downwards candle, that's a little scary. Gonna wait this one out. Gonna wait for some sign of reversal. Not gonna try to catch it early, but I am interested in longs now, so maybe I should change the title to Buying It All. NASDAQ broke lower. NASDAQ is looking pretty ugly, not gonna lie. Is there any support in NASDAQ? I mean, we're kind of in a little tiny area of demand here, which can act as a nice little support cushion, but nothing I'm too interested in. We're going to wait this one out. I'm going to wait until we get some sort of pullback that gives better confirmation. I'm not going to try to buy this here because this can easily just capitulate lower, especially in this market. I'm sure you all know. But at least we're getting something now. It's more exciting. It's more exciting than nothing. A little bit of a sweep of these lows. Got bought up. That's fine. Still not gonna buy this. Don't trust it. I've learned my lesson of trying to predict exact bottoms, bottom hunting, if you will. See if we can get some measurements. Measure this market. Looks like we are quite deep in the retracement now. We're at that 786. 786, 886 area. Let's get a Fibonacci extension. Let's take it from this swing here and see where we're at. Looks like we're just barely hitting this 113. Didn't even hit it. That's not good. I wish we did hit it. That would give a little bit better confirmation. But something that is nice is that we could see a relief bounce back into this area of resistance here. This is on the 15-minute time frame. Oh my gosh, I always forget that my microphone is like directional. So whenever I look away, I start getting quiet. But yeah, we could see a bounce back up into this area here, which means, and this is on a 15-minute time frame, which means there's plenty of room on a 1-minute time frame to get long. Try to predict this bottom. Oop. Can I group this or something? Lock? No. Alright, Bitcoin, where are we going? RSI oversold. That doesn't really mean much, though. This thing looks like it's gonna run. Hopefully RSI comes back up sometime soon. Still not buying. Just gonna mark out some extensions here. Got a 1.618 there. That could be interesting. RSI still holding oversold. If you guys have watched my RSI video, you know it is much better to wait for RSI to come back out, back up into the not oversold area before you consider buying. That's a little hack that is actually makes a huge difference, because RSI can stay oversold forever. It can stay like this and price can just go down to like here and RSI will never come back up. And that's how you get caught in a bad situation. So now we're kind of just waiting for RSI to come back up above, and that'll give one confirmation for us. I should probably mark out that 886 retracement that we had. Looks like we're going to hit that too. Yeah, okay. This is getting interesting now. It's getting interesting now, boys. So we just hit that 1.618 here of this little swing right here. 1.618 there. Let's see what happens. This orange line that you see here is the bigger time frame, 5-minute time frame, 886 of the main swing that we're in on that time frame. So let's see what happens. I do need a pee. Alright. Bouncing on that for a little bit. Let's see if it can hold. Let's watch RSI. Oh, it's cold in here. I always make it too cold. Colin, why'd you delete your message? I pinned it. How could you delete your pinned message? I guess I'll unpin it. You said, hold on, you said close to the buy zone. We're kind of in an overextended territory right now on Bitcoin. So I would say so, but still waiting it out a little bit. So Bitcoin now down 1.56 on the day. And it's looking like this on the daily time frame. Now that's a little scary because we could finish the day much lower than that. We all know that. So buying could be a little bit scary. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. All right, doesn't seem like we're really bouncing the way we want to. I'm just going to clean up the chart here. Ooh, there we go. Hold on. This could be interesting. All right, that I might start a position here. If we could, oh my gosh. Come on, give me something, give me something. All right, hold the line. Hold the line. Ooh, that candle was not very high volume at all. All right. Let's see here. Let's get something a little stronger than that. Or are we just gonna freaking be a snooze fest all day and just drag down? Def could see another dump. Yeah. It's possible. Happens. My bad. I thought my phone was glitched. It looked weird on my UI. Oh. I guess that's my bad. 11:30 bounce up. It's possible. I mean, this thing is overextended for sure. But that means nothing in today's markets, doesn't it? Overextended is the new oversold is the new overbought. Let's say that. Oversold is the new overbought. All right, so another little leg lower. RSI dipped into oversold again and is coming right back out. That's fine. It's fine and dandy. I am worried about these lows over here. I am worried about that. All right, rejection. Yep, this is looking like it's just gonna fucking dump again. Come on, make me eat my words. Come on. Yeah, this is looking a little bit suspicious. So we probably got to wait for these lows to be taken out, which I guess is fine. But man, I wish we could just move. It's still looking for the bottom. Yep, still looking for that bottom. Showing lots of weakness. Just completely unable to move higher here. Even though we are overextended to the downside. Let's see if we can get some sort of sign of life, and then we can start considering some potential trades. Let's go on over to the NASDAQ and see what that's doing. And it's doing the same thing. So NASDAQ is just trading below this little area of demand. Doesn't seem like that did much for it. And we are kind of in the middle of nowhere on the retracements. Might need to go down to that 786 on the NASDAQ. Lower on the NASDAQ, lower on Bitcoin as expected. We got no signs of life yet. How much leverage do I use? On BitUnix, I believe it's 50x isolated. Okay, there's a little bit of a higher volume candle with a little bit of rejection. But honestly, let's not zoom in too much. Once you start zooming in too much of the candles, you get a little, it can get a little too what's the word? You get too much micro details. You in general don't want to try to nitpick. So let's try to stay a little bit zoomed out here. Broader picture. Broader picture says not much. Not much going on here. RSI still moving higher, which is a positive sign. $10:50 a.m. and still no volume, so still unable to hold these bounces. Technically our box, our little zone here is still holding, which is funny. But for how long is the question. It's looking like we want to get down to these lows all the way down in here. Let's see if that's the case. RSI still not oversold. Daily chart, what is that looking like? Daily chart's still a little bit of a rejection candle, which is not positive. But we are not trading the daily chart. We are trading the 1 minute chart. So we just closed below that zone, so looks like you still need to go lower. So I'm just gonna, we'll keep it for now, just a little longer, just to see what happens here. Maybe we reclaim it, who knows. Alright, so there's a little bit of a longer, not longer term, but a bigger ABCD pattern completing right around here. Zoom, zoom, zoom. So that could be an area of interest. Nice and symmetrical. Here's a little bit of a green candle now. Is this the one? Is this the one? The sign of life. Volume is not there though. Volume has just dried up completely. No volume. NASDAQ, same thing, just nothing going on. Probably waiting for that 11 a.m., 11:30 a.m. spike. All right, a little bit more volume coming in now. Still not really significant, but that is a strong close there. Okay. Now we want to start moving. All right. Well, there is the sign of life that we were kind of looking for. Changes the title to buying it all since we're looking for buys now. All right. Good size volume candle. See if we can get a 50% bounce here. All right. Was that just a big bull trap? Seems so. Oh my gosh, what is that? All right, RSI bounced at the 50. That's not really a great sign. Bounce at the halfway level there. But overall, still, still overextended. Still overextended. I have started a small long position. Very small. Probably not as small as I would like it to be, but still small. Over on FungerFX, I really don't like this black candle here. Nothing wrong with it being black, but I don't like it. So we are long right in that 50% retrace. Just about. 0.25. Probably still a little bit too early, despite waiting all that time. Might need to go lower here. Oh, let's see. I won't add to this position until we get a real, actual significant move, because this thing could easily just fade away forever down to 0. So I am long. I have a small position long here, too early probably, but we're going to wait and see. Might add to it once we get some better confirmation. But right now we are in a long position that is, as usual, a little bit too early. Need to work on my entries. And it's crazy because if I had taken those entries where I didn't wait earlier today, or it's just if I just put limit orders, all of those trades would have worked out. But then on this trade that I did wait, it's too early. Funny how that works. Oh, isn't trading so fun, guys? Oh, man. Now it's about to turn 11. Let's see if the 11 o'clock gods can help us out. Volume has dried up. RSI is in the middle of nowhere. Not great. This is our next zone to be wary of. Look at that sell-off. I am ready for a normal market that is not just dumping every day. Even though we did benefit from the dump, technically, today. All right, there's that move lower. There's some volume. NASDAQ lower. We'll just get rid of all drawings on NASDAQ. Well, there goes the market. Like every other day. RSI back to being oversold, probably. Not even. That's lovely. You believe? Quillen says he believes. Let's see. Let's see if we can avoid a massive, absolute market panic here. Like, freaking every day. You would think with a good inflation report, maybe you'd have a little bit more optimism today out of all days, but still just going straight down. I would like to see that, please. Okay. Here's my Funder FX. Good thing I didn't go in with more size. Now I'm going to have to freaking add. It's like this every time. Look at that. That is just like, how are you supposed to trade that? It's just straight down. No relief. Now we could go as low as 80,800. At least we're getting some volume. Without volume, this would be more concerning. Because volume increases towards the end of moves. Well, technically, I guess it's towards the beginning and the ends of moves. So hopefully we're not in the beginning, but I would be surprised if this is the beginning of something much worse, because we are already down from the highs. What are we down, like 2%? No, 4%. We're down 4% from the highs. Isn't that lovely? At least you went in small. Yeah, I know, but it still pisses me off because it's too early. And that is just, it's like an athlete performing badly. Doesn't matter about the money, it's the performance. Underperforming. I mean, how are you supposed to trade this, man? How are you supposed to trade just nothing but straight down? Yeah, now we're going to hit this black line here, which is the 113 extension of the entire move up today. This move here on the 5-minute time frame. 113 right there. That's an extension that not a lot of people use, so that's a little quick tip there. The 113, you got the 127 that everybody knows about, but the 113 holds up surprisingly well, especially if it's a fake out. It's the extension that I use to try to gauge if it's going to be a liquidity sweep or not. Look at this is like, this looks like manipulation. It just looks like there's a guy going sell, 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 just hitting the button over and over again. Probably is, honestly. Probably is a whale just dumping Bitcoin. Just keeps selling and selling and selling. Because that is just straight down. That is ridiculous. I'm raging. I'm tilted. I'm tilted. Wow. All right. Volume increased again. We're now at that 113 area. But still too risky to not adding to this at all. Dude, what is this? I know this is taking out a lot of people. I know a lot of people are getting taken out by this. Which means, technically, we should have a higher probability of... Okay. Well, I'm probably just going to actually stop out of this because this is just getting crazy. I'm down 250. Oh. Is there any hope? I mean, holy shite. I'm getting kind of an... I feel like NASDAQ futures are way more stable than trying to trade Bitcoin. Although NASDAQ is pretty much doing the same thing, so I guess not. It's just frustrating. as I'm sure many other traders are experiencing some frustration right now with just straight down movement. So insane. Yeah, it is insane. It really is insane. I got trapped. I fell for the trap. Look at that. Just bought right before the dump. That was such a trap. Like, that was actually just insane potential manipulation. Who knows? I'm not gonna cry about it because that'll just be an excuse, but God, it's annoying. Still no volume on these green candles. There's decent volume on this candle here on the 3-minute time frame, and some potential sign of rejection off of this 113. We are now, let's see, on the daily time frame. That daily time frame still looks like a rejection candle to the downside. Let's take a fib and just see where we're at overall. It looks like we're barely at the 50-way mark, halfway mark to these lows over here, which is yesterday's lows, I think. Oh no, yesterday's lows are all the way down here. Yeah. All right. What a crazy move. RSI is back above 50. I mean, oversold. So that's slightly positive news, but it did spend a lot of time being oversold, which is potentially not a great sign. All right, potential signs of a bottom here. We're in bottom hunting mode now, even though we were already in bottom hunting mode here. But let's see if we can get a V-bottom reversal. Something that's not just straight down, please. I mean, jeez. This thing looks like it could literally just, I mean, we could get down to 80,300. We can get down to 79,200. This thing is just a steaming train right now. Well, I guess we've learned our lesson going long on anything. Should have known better in this market. Just frickin' short every day. Ooh, 382 bounce. That's not optimistic. Rejection of 382. I mean, how low are we going to go, man? The answer is we can go much lower. This is the daily chart. It's not like we're overextended, really. I mean, we could literally go down to 76,000 if it was really one of those days again. NASDAQ. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ, let's look at daily chart. Yeah, this is looking like, look, it's the same thing. It's the same freaking thing. We should have known better. Little 2-day pause. Little 2-day pause. And then tomorrow, get ready for freaking shorts tomorrow, probably. Get ready for dumpage. Come on, man. I like this price action here, these rejection wicks on the 5-minute time frame. That is somewhat encouraging. But the momentum is so intense that we really just need a V-bottom. Anything other than a V-bottom reversal is probably just going to end up moving to sweep the lows. Did I get out of the trader? I'm still in. I'm still in. Still in. Unfortunately. I just can't bring myself to get stopped out here because this is so overextended. And it's a small size, so there is room to try to save it. Unless we just get a minus 4% day, then it's GG's. Alright, I need to pee. I'm gonna go pee. Hopefully this doesn't dump while I'm 60 seconds in the bathroom. And be right back. Oh, hell yeah. that's nice to come back to. Thank you, market gods. Hafer says, did you win today? So far, still up on the day overall. But we are in a very, very, very early trade here that I am trying to trade myself out of. But it's a small position, so that's keeping us sane. Because if I was in a bigger position on this trade, I may have punched my screen. So we're okay. There is at least a little bit of a higher low there. Some sign of life. High or low. First high or low in a minute. And okay. Well, it was nice while it lasted. 3-minute time frame. I'm getting tired of being in this trade. I might just cut it, honestly, just to refresh my freaking mind. Let's see. And I'm getting sick too. That doesn't help. Okay. Didn't even get an equal move. Another bull trap. Was that another bull trap? The longer we stay here, the worse off it is. Five-minute time frame here. $11.22. 11:30 angels, where are you? 11:30 market gods. The market whales, where are you? Oh, freaking cold. All right. This is just becoming hopeful at this point. Hopeful trading, wishful thinking. As much as this is an overextended move, there's nothing that says it can't go to this 127 extension. Let's get rid of some charts. Get rid of these drawings here. There we go. And bull trap. Okay, nice while it lasted, boys. Wow, look at that. That makes me mad. That is such BS, man. It's the 1130 volume, too. That's probably what that was. Look at that. Just spikes up, grabs everyone, and comes right back down. Okay. Well, at least there's volume. Let's hold on. Let's wait for the market to decide and reassess. Hit that 50 level. Buy and hold, more like short and hold. Alrighty, let's check this daily time frame. Looks like we're coming back into a little bit of an indecision candle for now. Fibonacci retracements right at around the 50 level. 5-minute time frame is looking relatively okay. 1-minute time frame now showing some signs of life. RSI looks like it wants to go overbought eventually. Where'd we reach here? 50 level. Here's the update on my position. Went from being down 200 to now down 80. Still in a terrible position entry-wise. But at least we cut back the losses. And I might not even... This is 11:30, basically. I might just take this, honestly. Just take it. I'm taking it. I'm just gonna take this. I'll eat this loss for now. I don't care. It's small, and it was making me tilted. So, reassess, get back in when there's a little bit of a better opportunity. Because this thing could still dump. So I'm not taking that chance of having a small position end up being a giant loss because I can't take a loss. And even if it comes all the way back up here, I don't care. Because that just gives me more confirmation for potentially another trade that won't be as in danger. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Currently down 2% on Bitcoin. Looks like NASDAQ. NASDAQ may be what we should be looking to trade. Because the NASDAQ is going to have a harder time dropping more. What's the word? Bitcoin can get ugly really quick. NASDAQ, obviously in this market, it can also get ugly really quick. But not as ugly as Bitcoin. Bitcoin's looking quite terrifying. That is looking pretty strong. If we weren't so low in the trend, this could be an interesting short, but we are very overextended. So even though this thing could dump, it's not worth the risk trying to short it either because we're so overextended. Oh my god, I almost just accidentally stopped the stream. That would have been bad. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So we're probably going to want to see a 786 retracement here, and that's what we're going to get. Nice. And now, this is now in reversal mode. We should get rid of this. So now we want to look for a 50% retracement. NQ doing the same thing. Oh, excuse me. So what we want to see now is something that looks like this. Ah, man. 11:30. You guys in anything? I am no longer in my long. I ate that loss. Got to be able to take a loss. Otherwise, you'll take the mother of all losses. That's the saying. Good saying. If you can't take a loss, eventually you'll take the mother of all losses. Which, when it comes to prop trading, I guess it just doesn't... it's not the same. Prop trading, you can really kind of bend the rules a little bit and add forever. Of course, until your account gets blown, but at least you're not blowing up $100,000 of your own money. Let's move. All right, slow and steady. We're at a little bit of a resistance point here. Which is good because we want this to retrace and see if we can get in for the trend break. More dumping, I suppose. It's possible. Right now, we're getting more signs of potentially a reversal. But honestly, if I knew any better, I would maybe be just shorting every frickin' pop. Because that seems to be working out. Let's see here. We're definitely overextended. I mean, these are all about the sizes of the average correction. And this is what we're looking at right now. This here. Oh my god, I'm on FundraFX. Well, what I did is I just went like this, and I was just measuring out the average high to low, and then compared them just to get a feel for how much the market tends to pull back. And this is currently where we're at here, which is very noticeably a bigger move than the past 3 corrections that we've seen. So is that a sign that we need to move higher, or is that a sign that we are really gonna move much lower? I don't know. I guess we'll see. All right, this is still going higher, which of course now I would be at break even on that trade, but it is what it is. The risk was not, the risk to reward was not there. The risk was literally down another 2%. And the reward was probably a couple $100 max. The risk to reward is definitely favoring buys right now. On this bigger chart, though, we got higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. Dun, 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 dun. So that's a little bit concerning. Thank you for smashing that like button, everybody. Very much appreciate it. Even on a frustrating day like today, it helps. NASDAQ made a new structure high. Oh, excuse me with the yawning. I'd like to see that, this type of price action. In fact, I might just set a limit order at this point. At this 50 level. 81,120. All right, this is kind of the dealio right now. And potential reward is pretty much up to here. If we can get that. Oh my gosh. Can't stop yawning. Not sure why. Always yawning. Always tired. Even after my morning cup of joe. Okay, moving a little bit higher. All right, guys, I'm just gonna call the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is just gonna take too long. I don't really want to sit through this on stream. I got to do other things. I'll probably keep you guys posted in the community tab. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to like the stream if you haven't already. And if you want to start trading with BitUnix and Fund Your FX, the links are in the description down below. You get benefits if you use those, so make sure you use those links. Thank you again. Sorry for the people that just joined. I'm so sorry I'm ending the stream here. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully for not a day of just dumping. All right. Keep you guys updated. Peace.